Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Christian Bible. I use the King James Version of the Bible to put together the book of Zion. And it is, I say put together, because I didn't write the book of Zion. It's the prophecy of Israel. And all I did was pledge my life to God in order to help end pain and suffering on earth. I stayed with that promise. And I deciphered the prophecy. I literally took it apart and put it back together again so that I could understand what exactly the prophecy was about. And last night, as so often these days, everything I see around me, everything is prophecy. Everything is prophecy. It's all playing out as we speak. And it gives me great pains today. Because last night at work, something happened that broke my heart. You see, there's a passage in the 54th chapter of Isaiah that says, "Sing, O barren, thou that dost not bear. Break forth into singing, and cry aloud, thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than those of the married wife, saith the Lord." People, COVID-19 is a lot worse than you're thinking it is. I do not want to be a mother at the expense of your life. I would rather be desolate than to have children at the expense of their parents. I saw this little girl in my restaurant yesterday, alone, walking. And that passage hit me full force. Because as I saw that little girl, I realized that COVID-19 is going to make me a mother. But the only reason why I will have children to dangle on my knee is because so many of you will no longer be here to do so for yourself. When I see you in my restaurant, it makes me so angry. And you bring children to a public place in the midst of a novel virus that no one has an immunity to? Every human being on this planet who has a child needs to wear a mask. Because if you don't wear those masks, then those children are going to be mine. Because you won't be here to raise them. I will have to see to the love and care. And I don't want that. I don't want your child's love at your expense. Please, people, wear masks. Don't leave your children orphans. Because that's exactly what you're doing. You're making orphans of your children. Because COVID-19 is bad. It requires so much more than Trump has ever been willing to give or do. And because of that, because of his base nature, and because of your holier than thou attitude, your children are all going to have one mother, Zion. And my people, when they come to me, they're going to bring your children with them. So I want you to look into your child's eyes. And I want you to know that if you do not take every precaution, you will leave them parentless. The prophecy is fulfilling itself. It is acting out in real time. And COVID-19 was one of the prerequisites. It is the mechanism by which I become a mother and the mechanism by which America is destroyed. It didn't have to be this way. But I guess it did, because of human nature. Rest assured, people, when you're ready to take your last breath from COVID-19, your children will be safe. They will be loved and provided for. Not by you, of course, because you were too stupid to wear a face mask. To stay home. You had to go out into public with your children. You had to go eat in restaurants. You had to go to the beach. You had to go to Sturgis. You had to go to all these places that you didn't fucking have to go to. I'm so angry at America right now. Why would you do this to your children? Why would you listen to an idiot tell you lies that you know are lies? What in God's green earth makes you think that Trump knows what the fuck he's doing? He told you in February that it would miraculously disappear in April. It's August. And our country is overrun with this virus. Why? Because you were stupid enough to follow the rantings of a lunatic, Donald J. Trump. Now, it's not your fault that he was put in office. That's part of the prophecy. The great put him into office so that he could play out his fantasy dictatorship. And in doing so, ensured the creation of Zion. But your personal death is all on you. If you choose to ignore the professionals, your doctors, if you act as though you're above it, oh, COVID won't get to me. Jesus will save me. I'm a Christian. You're a fool. You think you're immune? You're not immune. No one is immune to coronavirus. That's why they call it novel. Novel means new. Just because some of us have good enough karma to survive coronavirus does not mean that you have the right karma to survive coronavirus. So you need to take a good look at your life and decide whether or not it's worth risking. Because every time you go out your door, right now, you're playing Russian roulette with your lives. And all your children will be mine. That's what the good book says. I will have more children than any wife ever thought about having. Because I will be taking for my own all of your children. All of them that are going to be parentless because of your stupidity. And unfortunately, it's already too late. My children's parents are probably already infected. Coronavirus is going to devastate this nation. And the only ones who are going to survive it are the ones that are smart enough to know to cover their face and stay at home. So if you want to live, self-quarantine yourself. Do it now. And do it for the next 6 weeks. Because I believe that the next 6 weeks are going to be the dividing line between who lives and who dies. If you wear a mask, chances are you're going to survive. If you don't wear a mask, you better fucking hope you got a strong immune system and good karma. Because those are the only two chances you've got for survival. Because it's not the doctor's medications that's going to see you through this. It's your own immune system. So if you've been following Trump and denying coronavirus is real or dangerous, if you've been one of those macho men, I'm so strong I don't need a mask because mask is weakness. No. An open face is a death sentence at this moment in time. So if you don't cover your face, you're not only a murderer, but you're willfully orphaning your children. I will love my children with all of my heart and soul. Each and every one of them, as if they were my own flesh and blood. So when you take your last breath, don't worry about your kids, because they're not yours anymore. They're mine. You gave them to me when you got that disease. And you got that disease because you were too stupid to protect yourself. I would rather never be a mother than to see you breathe your last and deny them their parents. I'm just sick with the thought of all of your children being devastated by your absence. But you know, karma dictates this thing. If you're stupid enough to expose yourself to coronavirus, then chances are you weren't a nice person anyway. And if you're not a nice person, chances are I'll raise your children better than you ever fucking could. Because God has decided that you're not worthy of them. But I am. Because I earned it. So cover your face. Or die. May the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy, be your joy, pursue your joy. Stay happy and high. Know I love you. Later, 'cause I'll never say goodbye.